Hello, brothers and sisters. This is Cheyenne, loving warrior for Christ, and I wanted to show y'all something, and I wanted to explain it too, because a lot of people are trying this and they're not getting any results. And I'll explain this so that way y'all can get the results, or y'all can tell me if you get results, because your computer still could be different. But I'll explain it how it works on my computer. Right here. Sorry, my dog's laying on the keyboard. Right here, if you type in, like for instance, 6 seal, and you hit search, you will get nothing. Okay? And if you type in right here, September, you'll get this, but it's not CERN. So, in other words, anything you type right here, it won't come up with CERN unless you type this in first. And I'll show you. Type in first trumpet. Now right here we're at CERN. Okay, now do the searches for the 6th seal. Comes up with CERN. Okay, now change the numbers, like to 1, nothing, 2, nothing, 3, nothing, 4, 5, 6. You got something there. And let's just try 7. No. Okay. Well, I guess you've heard that September 23rd and 24th is a date that's going around the internet as something, major, supposedly supposed to happen. Well, type that date in and see what happens. Type in September 23rd, 2015. Okay, now I'm going to change the dates around so y'all can see that it only works with September 23rd. I don't know why, but I'm getting real laggy. My computer doesn't ever get laggy. Did y'all see that? Well, anyways, I'm going to continue. I got dogs. They're being loud. So you see, we don't get anything with other dates. So since I got kicked out way off over here, watch, I'll put in the September 23rd, 2015, and it won't take me to CERN. Watch. See what I mean? It won't take me back. Now what I gotta do is put in first trumpets. It brought me back to CERN. Now I can do a different way of putting September, and also September 24th. Let me try September 24th real quick. Also got results. Okay, now I'm going to change the September into a 9 and see what happens. So you see, you get results with 9/23 and 9/24, 2015. Kind of interesting, don't you think? I just wanted to share that with y'all. And I would also like for y'all to come and check out this YouTube channel, Renee M. She talks a lot about the September 23rd, 2015, and shows a lot of, interesting videos of how they use that in movies and stuff like that. And I really find her YouTube channel to be very interesting. I do use my own discernment, and I don't need anyone else's discernment. I do pray. If you don't like her channel, that's between you and God. I just wanted to share this with everyone. Hope you have a good day, and I love you all. All right, bye.
Revelation 8. And when he had opened the seventh seal, there was silence in heaven about the space of half an hour. And I saw the 7 angels which stood before God, and to them were given 7 trumpets. And another angel came and stood at the altar, having a golden censer. And there was given unto him much incense, that he should offer it with the prayers of all saints upon the golden altar which was before the throne. And the smoke of the incense, which came with the prayers of the saints, ascended up before God out of the angel's hand. And the angel took the censer, and filled it with fire of the altar, and cast it into the earth. And there were voices, and thunderings, and lightnings, and an earthquake. And the 7 angels which had the 7 trumpets prepared themselves to sound. The first angel sounded, and there followed hail and fire mingled with blood, and they were cast upon the earth. And the third part of trees was burnt up, and all green grass was burnt up. And the second angel sounded, and as it were, a great mountain burning with fire was cast into the sea, and the third part of the sea became blood. And the third part of the creatures which were in the sea and had life died, and the third part of the ships were destroyed. And the third angel sounded, and there fell a great star from heaven, burning as it were a lamp, and it fell upon the third part of the rivers and upon the fountains of waters. And the name of the star is called Wormwood. And the third part of the waters became wormwood, and many men died of the waters because they were made bitter. And the fourth angel sounded, and the third part of the sun was smitten, and the third part of the moon, and the third part of the stars, so as the third part of them was darkened, and the day shone not for a third part of it, and the night likewise. And I beheld and heard an angel flying through the midst of heaven, saying with a loud voice,
Woe! 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 To the inhabitants of the earth by reason of the other voices of the trumpet of the three angels which are yet to sound! To the inhabitants of the earth by reason of the other voices of the trumpet of the three angels which are yet to sound!
Revelation 6. And I saw when the Lamb opened one of the seals, and I heard, as it were, the noise of thunder, one of the four beasts saying,
Come and see!
And I saw, and behold, a white horse, and he that sat on him had a bow, and a crown was given unto him, and he went forth conquering and to conquer. And when he had opened the second seal, I heard the second beast say,
Come and see!
And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon, to take peace from the earth, and that they should kill one another. And there was given unto him a great sword. And when he had opened the third seal, I heard the third beast say,
Come and see!
And I beheld, and lo, a black horse, and he that sat on him had a pair of balances in his hand. And I heard a voice in the midst of the four beasts say,
A measure of wheat for a penny, and 3 measures of barley for a penny, and see thou hurt not the oil and the wine.
And when he had opened the fourth seal, I heard the voice of the fourth beast say,
Come and see!
And I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed with him, and power was given unto them over the fourth part of the earth, to kill with sword, and with hunger, and with death, and with the beasts of the earth. And when he had opened the fifth seal, I saw under the altar the souls of them that were slain for the word of God, and for the testimony which they held. And they cried with a loud voice, saying,
How long, O Lord, holy and true, dost thou not judge and avenge our blood on them that dwell on the earth?
And white robes were given unto every one of them, and it was said unto them that they should rest yet for a little season, until their fellow servants also and their brethren that should be killed as they were should be fulfilled. And I beheld when he had opened the sixth seal, and lo, there was a great earthquake, and the sun became black as sackcloth of hair, and the moon became as blood, and the stars of heaven fell unto the earth, even as a fig tree casteth her untimely figs, when she is shaken of a mighty wind. And the heaven departed as a scroll when it is rolled together, and every mountain and island were moved out of their places. And the kings of the earth, and the great men, and the rich men, and the chief captains, and the mighty men, and every bondman and every free man, hid themselves in the dens and in the rocks of the mountains, and said to the mountains and rocks,
Fall on us, and hide us from the face of him that sitteth on the throne, and from the wrath of the Lamb.
For the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand?
And from the wrath of the Lamb.
For the great day of his wrath is come, and who shall be able to stand?
Revelation 9. And the fifth angel sounded, and I saw a star fall from heaven unto the earth, and to him was given the key of the bottomless pit. And he opened the bottomless pit, and there arose a smoke out of the pit, as the smoke of a great furnace. And the sun and the air were darkened by reason of the smoke of the pit. And there came out of the smoke locusts upon the earth, and unto them was given power, as the scorpions of the earth have power. And it was commanded them that they should not hurt the grass of the earth, neither any green thing, neither any tree, but only those men which have not the seal of God in their foreheads. And to them it was given that they should not kill them, but that they should be tormented 5 months. And their torment was as the torment of a scorpion when he striketh a man. And in those days shall men seek death, and shall not find it, and shall desire to die, and death shall flee from them. And the shapes of the locusts were like unto horses prepared unto battle, and on their heads were as it were crowns like gold, and their faces were as the faces of men. And they had hair as the hair of women, and their teeth were as the teeth of lions. And they had breastplates, as it were breastplates of iron, and the sound of their wings was as the sound of chariots of many horses running to battle. And they had tails like unto scorpions, and there were stings in their tails, and their power was to hurt men 5 months. And they had a king over them, which is the angel of the bottomless pit, whose name in the Hebrew tongue is Abaddon, but in the Greek tongue hath his name Apollyon.
One woe is past, and behold, there come 2 woes more hereafter.
And the sixth angel sounded, and I heard a voice from the 4 horns of the golden altar, which is before God, saying to the sixth angel which had the trumpet,
Loose the 4 angels which are bound in the great river Euphrates.
And the 4 angels were loosed, which were prepared for an hour, and a day, and a month, and a year, for to slay the 3rd part of men. And the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000. And I heard the number of them. And thus I saw the horses in the vision, and them that sat on them, having breastplates of fire, and of jacinth, and brimstone. And the heads of the horses were as the heads of lions, and out of their mouths issued fire, and smoke, and brimstone. By these 3 was the 3rd part of men killed, by the fire, and by the smoke, and by the brimstone which issued out of their mouths. For their power is in their mouth and in their tails, for their tails were like unto serpents, and had heads, and with them they do hurt. And the rest of the men which were not killed by these plagues, yet repented not of the works of their hands, that they should not worship devils and idols of gold and silver and brass and stone and of wood, which neither can see nor hear nor walk. Neither repented they of their murders, nor of their sorceries, nor of their fornication, nor of their thefts. Neither repented they of their murders, nor of their sorceries, nor of their fornication, nor of their thefts.